All right, y'all. It's your girl S
And it's F.
with the Spiritual AF podcast.
All right.
So today, we are, we like to bring y'all the current gossip, but we've also kind of recognized we keep forgetting the spiritual aspect of it. So starting today, we're going to start delving into more spiritual things because, again, I'm S.
And I'm F.
And this is the Spiritual AF podcast. So how can we be spiritual AF if we ain't talking about nothing spiritual, right?
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
Kicking off, I want to talk to the church folk. And I'm coming to y'all wholeheartedly from a place of love. And I don't want the bashing because I bash back. So don't get froggy in them comments, y'all. Okay. Today, I want to talk about Kiki Wyatt and her son. As you guys all know, Kiki Wyatt's son came on and he said, raise your hand if your parent ever used your health diagnosis, use your health diagnosis for attention, said that because you belong to the alphabet gang, and for those of you that don't know the alphabet gang, because there's two alphabet gangs. You have the street alphabet gang, which is FBI, DEA, blah, 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 ATF, and so forth.
Yeah.
But then you also have the alphabet gang that he's referring to, which is the LGBTQ plus community. And he said, raise your hand if you were told because you belong to the alphabet gang that you're karma. I want to know wholeheartedly, why do church people feel like because children decide to explore that side of themselves or feel like they're born into the alphabet gang, why do they say it's a spirit? Because I've heard one too many church folks say, oh, you got this spirit on you. It's the spirit of confusion. It's the spirit of this. It's the spirit of that. Now, don't get me wrong. Those spirits absolutely 100 do exist in the spiritual realm, in the physical realm.
Yeah.
For those who can see both.
Yeah.
But why? Explain to me, could you enlighten me as to why they would say a spirit is attached to this child as to why they're in the alphabet gang?
So I know for me, I'm not Christian, but just growing up in a religious Muslim household, I think a lot of times religious people always want to blame the spirit and always want to blame the devil for things they don't understand. So because they don't understand homosexuality and they don't understand why a man will want to sleep with a man or a woman will want to sleep with a woman, it has to be the devil. It has to be some type of spirit going in you and causing you to sin when sometimes niggas just be gay. Like, it is okay.
No.
Niggas be gay. And it's I never understood that. Even as a kid, I'm like, people be gay. But it's hard for them to understand that.
So I get that. I wholeheartedly get that. But I was not expecting you to say that.
I don't wear a shirt. Niggas be gay. And I love them. I be at Pride every year.
Listen, I have no qualms with the LGBTQ. And I remember there was an interview I did with the one Umar Johnson. I would not refer to that man as a doctor. And remember, he argued me down, but yet he's out here hoeing himself out for digital currency. But I digress.
That was a throwback. You really did. And you was like, people be gay.
Because I'm like, yo, you want to tell me because this man is gay, he can't be black? Like, make this shit make sense.
No,
but it's always the woke folk that want to come for you and let them tell it. I'm a feminist. I'm a bulldagger. I'm this, I'm that. I'll be all of those things. But your good reverend doctor is still out here hoeing himself out for digital currency and a date with the one and only that you have to pay for to win a date for him to take you out on, but he's going to pay for the date. Run that Kool-Aid somewhere. I don't know what's up with the Kool-Aid that came out this week, but people have been drinking the spooky break Kool-Aid because the shit people been asking is crazy. But back to the topic at hand. So listen.
I'm going to look for that interview though.
I'm going to be...
Yeah, but sorry. Go ahead. Because that was hilarious.
So listen. Yeah. At the end of the day, church folk, y'all got to stop saying that there's a spirit on this child. The only spirit that's on this child is what you was holding in your womb when you were carrying that child. So is this child living out your past life?
You know what's actually funny that you said that? Because I remember yesterday when I was reading about Kiki Wyatt and all of that good stuff. I can see Kiki Wyatt eating. Can I say pussy?
You just did.
But it's like something about her. I could have sworn when I was watching R&B Divas, maybe I'm wrong.
She gives very much Jezebel spirit.
She gives me that. So when I saw that, I'm like, yo, you're being hypocritical, because I could have sworn I read some stuff about you, and it wasn't holy.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not, because it's those that's the holiest that be getting down the worst. The worst. Yeah. They say go to church and find you a good woman, a good man. No, you go to church to find the biggest hoe. The area hoe that done turned holy because she done ran through everybody. So now the deacon, the pastor, and everybody else then became. Now don't get me wrong, there's some good women out there that, unbeknownst to them, they pick up the deacon, the pastor, and all of them. But yo, not for nothing. There was a show. It was funny because me and my dude was talking, and I was telling him about this old BET show. It be the pastors and the deacons that, like I said, be getting down the deepest. Yeah, there's an old BET special. I can't remember the name of it, but Leon starred in it, right? Leon. The gist of it was, I'm gonna get the name for you in a second, the gist of it was, Leon was an ex-member of the church. Mm-hmm. The pastor, present day, regular family man, had a wife, had a family, had kids, the whole nine, the house, the whole shit and caboodle. Yeah. Every Sunday, he was good old pastor standing at the door, greeting his congregation, doing his 1-2. Yeah. You would always see this straggler like just come in, sneak in and out of church during some of his sermons. Yeah. She just looked like somebody that comes off the street that's homeless, because she always wore like a hood, but it was just like her clothes was tattered, the whole shit. Yeah. One day she comes up to the first lady and she says, go to this room any Friday after 3:00 at any given day. Okay. So she takes the wife off guard. The wife takes it, and the lady scurries off. The wife takes it, and she's like, what, like WTF, like what the fuck? What's going on? Yeah. So time goes on in the movie. She noticed her husband she noticed the pastor is moving a little funny. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, she decides to go to that hotel room. Yeah. She puts her ear to the door. She hears the shower going. She hears the husband talking, but she don't hear another voice. She just hears him talking. So now she done put the key in. Of course, every woman thinking you about to walk in with your man on another woman. Homeboy was in there with the other ex-member. Now, how it tied together at the end, the lady that was straggling in and gave the first lady the key, that was actually the man the pastor was cheating with's wife, who had contracted HIV. And unbeknownst to the pastor, he had HIV, who then contracted it to the first lady, unbeknownst to her. Oh, damn. You see how that shit went? Yeah. And that is because people don't like to live in their truth. And you have parents, and I say it all the time, spiritually, women, when you're carrying those fetuses, when you first, from conception to post-birth, whatever feelings you're holding on to energetically passes to that child. Yeah, so whether you're angry, whether you undercover gay, whether niggas be gay, mama might have been gay first, or daddy might have been gay first. Yeah. And what happens is, again, energetically, when the semen in the uterus do the magic, it's not just a physical thing. There's a whole spiritual connotation, again, because if you know anything about a woman's uterus and understand the power that lies in the uterus, first and foremost, that is the most primal energy in a woman and a man, as to why men semen retain during sports. Yeah. And why women abstain when they're going through transformation. Yeah. So for Kiki to spit out 11... Let's talk about this. We done went off with 2 hands. You got to put up one now. Put up one. You got the one. You got the one. You got 11 children. Yeah. Baby, they say all is well until the children get old and start talking.
Exactly. And if you know about Kiki Wyatt's past, she had a very traumatic past. Like, I know that she shot her ex-husband. I know that her mother, she didn't have the best relationship with her mother. Her mother's white, and used to call her the N-word and call the grandchildren the N-word. Like, there's a lot going on with Kiki Wyatt.
So, again, why that Jezebel spirit sits on her? Because if you look at her, she looks like a modern-day witch.
She does. Kiki always scared me.
She looks like a modern-day witch.
Scary,
And not for nothing, the same way. So, you have your different witches, which is another story for another day. But when you look at Badu compared to Kiki, you can see Badu's soul. You can see her purity. Exactly. And Kiki, I see bitch run.
Exactly.
That's what I see.
No, yeah.
And what happens is 2 different trances. Every man that Erica touched might have got weird, but they ain't fall off.
Exactly.
They just went to their own cocoon and transformed in their own beautiful way. Hence why we got a whole fucking album of flutes from Andre 3000. That nigga went into straight Zen mode. He said, fuck you and your mama. He went from to hell with you and your mama to flute-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, and I don't even think that the men that Erica touched turned weird. I think that they just got in touch with their spiritual side.
Exactly.
And I love it. I love again, after
every woman could break or build a man.
Exactly.
True epitome of that.
Yeah.
Look at every man Kiki done touched. I am not gay anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the gay community, but nobody can tell me that first husband wasn't a little. He had a little sugar in his tank.
I mean, I think her last husband has a little sugar in his tank. I could be wrong. But...
Listen, it could now. Look at the pattern. When you have a succubus energy, they always go after the same type of host. So again, baby, my child of Kiki's. And then to make matters contradictory and comical in the least, Kiki comes out with a statement and hits us with the please respect our family and privacy. No, sis. No, ma'am. When y'all bring this shit to the internet, and I don't give a hell who, what, or it is. When you bring it to auntie and uncles on the internet, we was with you all through up it. Don't try to we're family. This is not private. You have made it public. We want to know too.
Exactly.
Keep us abreast. So, son, Kiki Wyatt's son, I don't remember your name, honey, but I'm going to say this. If you hear this by any chance, there's nothing wrong with you, babe. There's everything wrong with the womb that you came out of that you're exposing. Stand in your truth, baby. Live in your alphabet world. And it's not karma. You're not karma at all. You were a blessing. The blessing is that Kiki didn't expect you to come out and expose what's going on. But we're in a 9-year. We're in a 9 years.
And
so
it's all about exposing.
All fallacies and illusions will go away.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. So, moving right along, Young Thug.
Listen, Young Thug pissed some people off.
The FBI.
I'm not even the FBI, yes, but I feel like Young Thug, when he came home, we were expecting heat from Young Thug. We thought that I mean, not me. I don't listen to Young Thug. But I know the niggas was saying that he was coming home with heat, and I'm like, oh, okay.
How can you come home with heat after all what he just endured? How many years was he locked up?
Okay, but Tupac was in jail when he came out with Me Against the World, and that was amazing.
Tupac, whole different freedom,
whole different generation,
whole different generation, whole different set of values. With this guy and with everything that he was facing, and right now he's starting to act like Gunna was his boyfriend because the way
he is so heartbroken.
Like he's licking his wounds like a little puppy. Like, where is my owner? I'm sorry, I was just playing. Exactly. That's what he want to say so bad. I was just playing.
Like, you broke
Come back.
my heart. You broke my heart. But I think, and not trying to cut you off, I think it's not even about Gunna quote unquote snitching. I think he just thought that because Gunna, I was about to say Gunna, but because Gunna was a snitch, that he was gonna just, his career would have declined, that he would have looked crazy, and just a whole bunch of things would have happened to Gunna. Just for him to come out, look finer, make better music, and it don't seem like he's touched.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't watch the VMAs, but I just watched the clip, and his pants was fire.
Yeah, like Gunna is out here doing his thing. He like, I'm a snitch, and what? Bitches still love me. Like, it is what it is. And I think that pisses Young Thug off because it's like, you came home and you all big and sloppy and
he is all fluffy now.
Oh
he
my
looks
God.
swollen.
And I don't like talking about people's looks, but since he came from Glorilla, I'm coming for your looks.
And Glo been showing him every other week, nigga, look at this body.
Exactly.
Look at this body,
some nerve to talk about how someone looked when you came out.
First of all, when he went in, he went in looking like The Walking Dead. He came out looking like how someone that's on insulin. You know how insulin patients swell up?
Yeah,
that he looks swollen.
He does.
Like his kidneys is not functioning. But again, people need to see now. the spiritual aspect, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about snitching and none of that shit.
Yeah,
I really don't give a shit about Young Thug. Not in my generation. You know, I'm a 90s, 80s baby, so 70s baby, but 80s, 90s, 2000 generation. Young Thug who? So I will say this. What you're looking at play out is karmic debt being paid. Now, once this karmic debt is paid back, Young Thug's clock resets. From that time where he's paying out his debt right now, current day, will there be anything left to rebuild, or do you start over?
And that's even if he can start over.
So look at this from a spiritual aspect. Gunna came home and shown because Gunna wasn't wrong. Spiritually, Gunna must have been in the positive because he came home and blew up. But yet he was a snitch, right?
Yeah.
So anybody knows anything about mirror magic? Quick trick for you guys out there. They say you take a double-sided mirror and you put your target's picture facing the mirror. Now, the problem is, same thing with Thug, as to why I'm using mirror magic as the analogy. You can do mirror magic on somebody, but if that person truly has a good heart and has done no harm, the only thing you're doing to that person is rebounding their goodness.
Exactly, yeah.
When you do fucked up shit, the mirror does not lie. So it's going to rebound all the fucked up shit you're doing.
Yeah.
Right now, what it sounds like is that all of Gunna's goodness is showing and he's reaped his karmic abundance. He had no karmic debt. He paid it, and there's no double jeopardy in the spiritual world. So whatever karmic debt he paid, which was going to jail, being labeled a snitch, all right, that's as far as it went.
Exactly.
With Thug, here it is. He was in jail fighting for his life. He got off. He won the war. He won the fight.
Yeah.
He didn't win the war because now he came out and everything that was so together while he was in there being a chatty fucking patty.
Listen.
That nigga was in there pillow talking with like no tomorrow.
I don't even pillow talk like that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like, damn,
so it's like you did all of that to come home and your shit just crumbled. That is a true tower moment. Understand the difference between karmic debt and karmic abundance. You can spin whatever story, but the ethers, they keep track. And again, what nobody's looking at is the planetary alignment. Right now, we're in Saturn retrograde. We're in a 9-year. So again, illusions, fallacies, all that bullshit is coming crashing down. This is really the mark between the haves and the have-nots. The haves is the ones that really have it. Gunna got it.
Exactly.
The have-not is Thug, who everybody swore had it. But look, hey.
Yeah. And just to add on, and one of the things that I remember when I was watching Young Thug's interview is he was saying, Gunna isn't a street nigga, Gunna isn't a street nigga. And I feel like, well, yeah, that paid off because I don't understand this obsession of being a street nigga because we know what you have to do when you're in the streets. And so, like you said, that karmic debt, whatever you were doing is now coming back. Think about all the people that you've hurt. Think about all the things that you took away from people that you shouldn't have. So I don't even think it's even about just him going to jail. Even before him going to jail, who knows what he was doing? And like you said, Gunna obviously, he not a street nigga. Obviously,
I'm gonna be honest with you, not for nothing. Who I am kind of proud of because she stood on what she said. Mariah, she did say if she found out he cheated on her, she was leaving. Now, I'm proud you left. You got to stay going for it to stick. I just need you to know that.
You think she gonna
I will snatch my shit back in a heartbeat. You got to stay going for it to stick. That's what's standing on your own, too. And then the fact, I am very big as a female. Don't have me looking like a fool in these streets.
Yeah, he made
and the fact that you had Glorilla and Mariah the Scientist on the same stage, and then now it's, oh, sis. Yes, you took accountability, and I respect him for that.
Yeah.
But Mariah, you would be a fool because he played really in your face at that moment.
He really did. And just knowing that he was talking to other women and telling them that he wanted to start a family with them, it's just really messed up because she's been holding him down. But I'm going to disagree with you. Well, I'm glad that she left, but I think she's going to go back. I think a lot of times we underestimate soul ties.
True.
And I don't know. I just have a feeling she's going to go back. I don't think she's going to make it public.
We'll see.
But something is telling me she's going to go back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So listen, speaking of karmic debt, Dame is reaping his bad. So for those of you guys that don't know, 50 Cent has been in the business of making his enemies mad for a very long time. He came out the gate in rapping, and
he's a human troll, honestly.
He is, but he's a very savvy businessman, and not for nothing, he talks a lot of shit and he could back it. You understand what I'm saying? So he acquired the rights to Paid in Full, and he actually asked Cam to sit beside him and executive direct with him.
Yeah.
What makes that so big is that the fact that Cam was in the original. This is actually going to be a series.
I know. I'm excited for that.
That's going to be dope because we really get to dig into the whole series. Now, why this is so dope? Because look how strategic it was. The BMF series is done. Now you got the Paid in Full series coming in.
Yeah.
So are we going to see some of the same characters from Power? Who knows? You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to figure Power ended, but remember Tariq got that call at the end of the Power book series.
Yeah.
So we never know how things tie. Fast forward, Dame comes on this morning, y'all. The news just broke last night. And the true typical hater fashion that Dame is, the true present day Calvin from Paid in Full is Uncle Dame, who came to sit on live with no teeth and talk about, congratulations, you just made 50 your new boss. Which was kind of interesting. Envy's clapped back because Envy clapped back after that live and said, sometimes that boss mentality will have you $2,400 in the bank with no assets. Now, Envy, shots. I got it. Shots was thrown all over the goddamn place. Like strays was just hitting, right? Now, a boss is a title. When you embody boss qualities, it's one thing. When you act within your title, it's another. Some people don't know how to do both.
Yeah.
Some people know how to act the title. Some people don't know how to embody those qualities. They just like the title of a boss.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to be a boss. The problem is, they say before every great man's fall is his pride. And what we've seen over the year is Dame Dash's pride.
Exactly, yeah.
And his lack of care for his teeth. Because I don't understand how at this big age, and all the bread you had, sir, you were on yachts, popping bottles and throwing dice and just whatever, but yet your whole front is gone.
No, that is crazy.
Like Dame,
all the money you have, that is insane.
Dame is going out sad.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, it's karma. That's true karma. Because they say Dame was an asshole over the years.
Yeah.
They say he was very difficult to work with. And there was a lot of things that literally, you can look back today and say, well, you kind of brought this on yourself, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Course, yeah.
What do you feel Jay is saying right now?
I think Jay is saying, look at this dumb motherfucker. But I think he's also, when I look at Dame Dash, I think Dame Dash is a great businessman at the time. Like Rockefeller, him and Jay coming together, and that was dope, you know? But I think Jay is pretty much what you said. Like, you brought this to yourself. Because I think about all of the mistakes that Dame made in the past, whether he believes they're mistakes or not. But it's like he could have been fine if he did not let his pride and ego get in the way. So I honestly feel like it's like you brought this to yourself. Sometimes you gotta. I remember in that Breakfast Club interview when he was talking about if you have a boss, you calling another man daddy or whatever. And that's when I was like, yeah, something is off with you. If you honestly think having a boss is calling another man daddy instead of just seeing that like this person has the expertise and I can learn from them.
So wait, when everybody was underneath Rockefeller, they weren't you somebody's daddy? I'm so confused.
I never understood that interview because I'm like, but you were a boss. So were they calling you daddy? But then I remember in the interview, he was like, no, we were partners. I'm like, no, you were their boss.
I guess, but
I don't know. I never really understood Dame.
I'm going to be honest with you. And to tie this whole topic together, Kiki, you need to look at your children as a blessing. The baby didn't spoke. And trust me, the one thing about 70s parents, because Kiki is definitely a early 70s baby, maybe late 69, 70s baby.
Yeah, she is.
those children that the 70s babies birthed, you birthed whether an indigo, a crystalline, or a rainbow child. These children came through with no fucks. I promise you they did. They came through and they're going to tell you how it is. And the one thing they're not going to do is they're not going to make you forget how you made them feel when they were little. And if you pay attention right now, present day, there's a lot of adult children calling their parents out for shit. And you be like, well, damn, okay. And again, you think all is well until the children grow up and start running their mouth.
Listen, as an indigo child who makes sure my mama don't rest, and she literally looks at me like, what did I do wrong? I now let her know you're definitely right. Like, I'm quick to let my mom know, you did this to me, you did that, you did this, I'm this way because of this, and I don't care. Like, so I agree.
And so parents, listen to your children. You want to see karma play out? Just look at Dame Dash and Young Thug.
Yeah, literally.
Just look at those two.
Literally.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in this week to the Spiritual AF podcast. I'm your girl S.
And I'm F.
And until next week, bye.